The BCCI is set to announce India's new Test captain post-retirements of legends Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Hello and welcome to The Federal. You are watching our special show on who will be India's next Test captain. Now there are 4 options in store and it will be on Saturday that the national selectors Ajit Agarkar and Gautam Gambhir will announce next India's Test captain as India ushers into the new Test era. Who are those 4 options? Let's take it one by one. So the first option is Shubman Gill. So this star batter has been doing some really good things in the IPL with Gujarat Titans now securing a playoffs berth. But is that good enough for him to claim for India's Test captaincy? Let's take a look at his strengths first. Now the biggest strength is that reportedly he is the first choice as far as India's next Test captain is concerned, largely because he has the backing of national selector Ajit Agarkar and head coach Gautam Gambhir. So far he is the 3rd highest player who has played the most number of Test matches for India, for over 40 to be exact. But at the same time he is just 25 and many experts believe that he is at the right stage of his career to take Indian cricket forward. But is that good enough? Now quickly taking a look at its weaknesses. First major weakness is that he doesn't have a permanent Test spot. He doesn't have a single overseas 100 outside Asia and his average is also somewhere in the mid-30s. So is Indian cricket fine in giving its reins to someone who doesn't even have a permanent Test slot? But if there is one person who has a permanent Test slot whenever he decides to play, is none other than Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah is India's most lethal bowler in international cricket across formats, a world #1 across formats, the only bowler in history to do that. And at the same time, he was the designated vice captain under Rohit Sharma's captaincy. So that makes him a perfect candidate for Test captaincy, and he has also captained India in 2 Test matches, one in England and the other one in Australia. But there are also issues with Jasprit Bumrah. The biggest issue is his fitness. Can he play all 5 Test matches in England? It looks highly unlikely, because when he was forced to play all 5 Test matches in Australia, then we know what happened. The recurring back injury has forced Jasprit Bumrah to choose and pick whichever number of Test matches or any format he wants to play. Do not forget that he plays for Mumbai Indians in the IPL also, and it's a very demanding exercise. But the biggest problem with Jasprit Bumrah is that he is unlikely to be available for you all through the year. So it is highly unlikely that, like Hardik Pandya, who has fitness issues and that's why he was not given the T20 captaincy, will the same rule be applied for Jasprit Bumrah as well? It looks largely. But one person who has absolutely no problems when it comes to fitness is Ravindra Jadeja. He's also experienced. He has played 80 Test matches, the highest by any set of player in the current Test team. And also, he has excellent rapport with both the head coach and the national selector. But when it comes to the weaknesses part, possibly the biggest weakness is his age, not because it's at 36, but at the same time, the selectors would look to move forward or rather give the reins to someone who is new. And Chief Selector Ajit Agarkar and your head coach Gautam Gambhir has time and again made it very clear that they want a permanent solution rather than a stopgap captain. So India is possibly not looking at Ravindra Jadeja at this point of time, or maybe he is not the front runner when it comes to Test captaincy. The 4th option is a very crucial one. This is largely because his name is Rishabh Pant. Just like his cricket, his personality is also an enigma for Indian cricket and cricket lovers. When it comes to his record in Test cricket, it is second to none. He is India's possibly best Test wicket keeper across decades. He has played over 40 Test matches. He has Test hundreds in England, Australia and South Africa, the only Indian wicket keeper to do so. And at the same time, Rishabh Pant brings an X factor to the game, which is very much required. He has also led Delhi Capitals for 3 seasons and he is also the current captain of LSG, and he has captained India in T20 internationals. So that makes him a contender for Test cricket as well. But he also has his own sets of weaknesses. The biggest is possibly his fitness levels have gone down. He is possibly not as fit as what is expected out of an Indian cricketer. But the one area where Rishabh Pant seriously lagged is that he has no experience as a captain, forget test cricket, but also in domestic cricket as well. So does that make him a less contender when it compared to the remaining three? Possibly he is in line to be the next test vice captain, but maybe he will have to wait a little longer to be next India's test captain. So out of these four options, who is your number one option? Do let us know in the comment section, and do not miss all the updates regarding Indian cricket only on The Federal.